What's up, Qualcomm Pulse fam? Get ready, because we're diving headfirst into the biggest market moves and analyst insights shaping the tech landscape. First up, SDRS Ohio just dropped a massive new stake in QUALCOMM Incorporated, snapping up shares worth over $56 million. Then, we're tracking the latest from Wealth Management Associates Inc., who have adjusted their position in QUALCOMM, showing us how the big players are playing the game. We've also got eyes on Addison Capital Co, as they've strategically lowered their holdings in QUALCOMM. And Advisors Capital Management LLC is making moves too, acquiring new shares. We're breaking it all down, so stick around and hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss a single pulse. SDRS Ohio makes a big splash in QUALCOMM. Get ready for some serious investor action, because SDRS Ohio has just revealed a significant new investment in QUALCOMM Incorporated. In the first quarter, they purchased a substantial stake, acquiring 367,467 shares valued at approximately $56,447,000. This isn't just pocket change. It's a clear signal of confidence in QUALCOMM's future from a major institutional player. This move is part of a larger trend we're seeing on Wall Street, with many other institutional investors and hedge funds actively adjusting their positions in QUALCOMM. Nuveen LLC also made a new, sizable investment, while Gamma Investing LLC dramatically increased its stake by over 20,000%, now holding shares worth over $500 million. UBS AM and Goldman Sachs Group Inc. have also boosted their holdings, indicating a broad institutional interest in the wireless technology giant. In total, these big funds now own a massive 74.35% of the company's stock, showing just how much the big money believes in QUALCOMM. The market is definitely reacting. QUALCOMM stock has been trading steadily, and despite some insider selling, the overall sentiment from analysts remains cautiously optimistic. With a consensus, moderate buy rating and an average target price well above its current trading level, the smart money is clearly watching QUALCOMM closely. But is this just the beginning of QUALCOMM's investor story? Stay tuned as we dissect what these big moves mean for you and what's next on the market radar. Wealth Management Associates Inc. adjusts QUALCOMM holdings. In the dynamic world of stock markets, even small adjustments by key players can tell a big story. Wealth Management Associates Inc. has recently fine-tuned its position in QUALCOMM Incorporated, selling off a portion of its stake. During the first quarter, the firm reduced its holdings by 39.9%, selling 2,162 shares. While this might seem like a minor trim, it's part of the constant ebb and flow of institutional investment. We're seeing a flurry of activity around QUALCOMM, with other investors like OVERSEA Chinese Banking Corp. Limited significantly increasing their stakes, and Teza Capital Management LLC making a new investment. This mixed bag of buying and selling paints a picture of a stock that's actively being managed by a wide array of financial institutions. Despite these individual portfolio adjustments, QUALCOMM continues to show financial strength, beating earnings estimates and reporting solid revenue growth. Analysts largely maintain a moderate buy rating, suggesting that while some are taking profits, the overall outlook remains positive. So, what does this strategic maneuvering by Wealth Management Associates Inc. signal for the average investor? Next, we'll zoom in on how Addison Capital Co. is navigating their QUALCOMM investments. Addison Capital Co. trims QUALCOMM stake amidst market activity. In the intricate dance of the stock market, every move counts. Addison Capital Co. has recently decreased its position in QUALCOMM Incorporated, signaling a strategic adjustment to its portfolio. During the first quarter, Addison Capital Co. sold 2,975 shares, reducing its stake by 6.8%. While this represents a slight divestment, QUALCOMM still remains a significant holding, making up about 2.4% of Addison Capital Co.'s total investments. This move occurs against a backdrop of substantial activity from other major players. Vanguard Group Inc. has increased its holdings, as have UBS AM and Invesco Limited, demonstrating a continued institutional appetite for QUALCOMM stock. It's a complex picture with both trimming and expanding positions happening simultaneously. The broader market sentiment for QUALCOMM remains largely positive, with many analysts reiterating buy ratings and setting ambitious price targets. Despite the occasional reduction in holdings by some firms, the consensus points towards continued growth and stability for the wireless technology leader. But what does this strategic trimming by Addison Capital Co mean for QUALCOMM's future? Get ready, because our next update comes from Advisors Capital Management LLC and their latest acquisition. Advisors Capital Management LLC boosts QUALCOMM investment. In a move that signals growing institutional interest, Advisors Capital Management LLC has expanded its stake in QUALCOMM Incorporated. During the first quarter, the firm acquired an additional 3,477 shares, increasing its total holdings by 0.8%. This strategic acquisition makes QUALCOMM represent 1.1% of Advisors Capital Management LLC's investment portfolio, solidifying its position as a notable holding. This adds to the ongoing narrative of significant institutional involvement, with various funds actively buying, selling, and adjusting their positions in QUALCOMM, reflecting a diverse range of investor strategies. Despite the constant churn in holdings, QUALCOMM's fundamental performance remains strong, with solid earnings and revenue growth. The analyst community largely maintains a moderate buy rating, underscoring the company's robust position in the market. So, what's the big picture for QUALCOMM after these latest institutional plays? We'll wrap it all up with a quick recap and tell you how to stay plugged into all the market's biggest stories. All right, Pulse Nation, let's do a lightning recap. Strs Ohio made a huge new investment in QUALCOMM Wealth Management Associates Inc. Adjusted their position, Addison Capital Co. strategically trimmed their stake, and Advisors Capital Management LLC boosted their holdings. Don't miss out on any of these critical market updates. Smash that like button, subscribe to Qualcomm Pulse for all the essential tech and finance news, ring that notification bell so you're the first to know, drop a comment with your thoughts, and follow us on all social platforms to stay connected. We'll see you in the next one.